And welcome to your Friday Junior, everyone. Jason and Alicia.
You got me excited when you said Friday.
I know. I teased everyone a little bit. No, it's not Friday yet. It's Thursday. Yeah. But we're so close to the weekend. A very busy weekend for a lot of people.
Yeah, we do, of course, have team coverage focusing on all things 4th of July this morning, from safety plans to travel. But first, let's bring in Guy with more into forecast. We were dealing with some potential severe weather yesterday. Guy, what are we dealing with today?
Yeah, no severe weather today. In fact, most areas just dry weather in the forecast. Look at this sky camera. Time now 6:01. Beautiful sunrise over downtown Minneapolis. A little hazy and foggy this morning. We have dense fog advisories in effect for North Metro, Anoka County, as well as Candy, Ohio, Meeker counties included in that dense fog advisory. Winds out of the west-northwest, again, 3 miles per hour. Temperatures nice and mild for us and warming up to the upper 80s today. A forecast high 89. Mostly dry conditions. I'm tracking this, a small chance for a pop-up shower. I left the wording in for today, but I took the icon out just because most areas will stay dry. I'm running some forecast animation and running some models for you. I'll let you know just when and where those storms pop up here coming up in about 10 minutes.
We do have a stalled vehicle right now. This is on 394 eastbound in Minneapolis at Penn. This is on the ramp there. So this has been going on for about a half hour this morning. I'm guessing they're waiting for a tow here. We'll just have to see what happens as the morning plays out. Looking at some drive times right now for 169, about a 7-minute commute either way from 694 to 394 or opposite direction 494 to 394. And no major traffic situations all across the metro right now.
Megan, thank you. This morning, Minneapolis city leaders are putting a plan in place to try to avoid another chaotic 4th of July weekend.
And if you remember, last year's 4th of July weekend included a shooting that injured 7 people over at Boom Island Park. It also included numerous reports of people shooting fireworks at buildings a few blocks off the riverfront. As you can see in this video, there are also cars whipping around shooting fireworks, sometimes at people just walking down the street. And CC is live at Stone Arch Bridge with more on the city's plan to keep you safe. CC.
Hey, good morning. So part of the safety plan is to temporarily close down the Stone Arch Bridge here. So from tomorrow to July 5th, the bridge will be closed from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So if you take this bridge or if you use the trail, you're going to be rerouted to the Hennepin Avenue Bridge. Now, there are some changes here at Stone Arch Bridge, of course, but also over at Boom Island Park. This year, there won't be a fireworks show. Instead, there will be a laser show on July 3rd on Boom Island at 10 p.m. With the laser light show, you're going to need to be in the Boom Island Park area to see the actual show. Parking at Boom Island will also be restricted to drivers with a disability parking certificate. Everyone else is going to have to park at nearby lots. So there are some big changes coming up this upcoming weekend. Some people are for it, some people not so much. We'll hear from community members coming up in about 30 minutes. Jason, Alicia.
All right, Cece, thank you. Well, we are less than 24 hours away from what's expected to be a record-breaking travel weekend headed into the 4th of July.
And the thousands of cancellations and delays in the past couple of days are showing no signs of letting up here. Eva Anderson is live at MSP right now with what you need to know if you can't afford to miss that flight. Eva, good morning.
Hi, Jason. So right now here at MSP, from departures and arrivals, there are 13 cancellations. And I've had some of you reaching out to me on Twitter and asking why. Well, what we do know, because this is across different airlines in different parts of the U.S., that it's not one particular reason, but some of it is weather. And another reason is the ongoing pilot shortage. The consulting firm Oliver Wyman shared that there are 8,000 pilots short in America right now, and that could grow to 30,000 in the next decade. So those are just a couple of reasons that we are seeing so many of these cancellations and delays. But I'll step to the side here and let you see it has tapered off a little bit here. I was quite a bit busier actually a half hour ago, but as we know, it will ebb and flow. These passengers are among the 2.8 million who are expected to hit airports across the U.S. over the holiday weekend. And you mentioned those major cancellations and delays nationwide. Over the past 3 days, on average, there were 2,600 flights canceled each day and an average of 30,000 delays each day. So you'll want to stay on top of your flight info, check your flight app, make sure you know the policies for rebooking. And if you still have yet to book, experts are saying book in the morning. And if you can, book a nonstop flight. That will be the best choice in order to not have your travel plans impacted. Guys?
Yeah, the timing of all these cancellations and all these
Yeah.
weather issues, not good for the 4th of July weekend. Eva Anderson reporting live for us. Thank you.
In just a few hours, we're going to find out if 2 Minneapolis beaches will be able to reopen for the busy holiday weekend. Lake Hiawatha's beach and Bedeh-Makaska's Thomas Beach are temporarily shut down right now. The Minneapolis Park and Rec Board says it's because both beaches have large stormwater outfalls nearby, and last weekend's heavy rain elevated the E. coli levels. Staffers took new samples 24 hours ago, and those results should be out later today. In the meantime, other city beaches are open, as well as the city's 60 wading pools and 2 water parks.
We're going to the pool because we like to swim, and I got new goggles. Yeah, and I have a snorkel, and I can do the lifeguard swim.
2 little cuties there. It's going to be busy boating as well this weekend. Several public safety agencies will be increasing patrols to keep people from driving their boat while drinking. And as we said, it's going to be a very long and busy weekend. For a full list of 4th of July events, including where you can catch fireworks, text the word 4th, F-O-U-R-T-H, to 763-797-7215, and we'll text you back a link to that information.
6:07, and as we turn to some of your other headlines this morning, in the last 24 hours, we've learned the state will not conduct an independent investigation into a crash that killed 5 young women in Minneapolis. The families of the victims and the Council on American Islamic Relations had called for Governor Walz to appoint a special investigator to look into what led up to that crash on June 16th and how video of the accident leaked onto social media. The Minnesota Public Safety Commissioner said he did not believe this is needed, saying the department is in full compliance with the investigation. He says those concerned should refer to the criminal complaint issued by the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, where it confirms the suspect was not being chased by a state trooper. That suspect, meanwhile, Derek Thompson, is charged with 10 counts of criminal vehicular homicide.
Major controversy this morning on why the issue of rent stabilization will not be on the Minneapolis ballot this coming fall. The city council voted it down 6-4 yesterday, while 3 of its members were at a prayer service for the Muslim holiday Eid. All 3 who were absent would have voted for moving the policy forward. The morning we're hearing from council members about why the vote wasn't rescheduled.
This is just wrong, and it's frustrating, and it makes me angry because 3 Muslim council members can't be here voting in favor of a policy they support.
We made every attempt to try to accommodate the Muslim members of our council. It's deeply unfortunate, and we have to move forward with the work of the city council.
The council must give a minimum of 3 days notice to change a meeting, but some members say by the time it was brought to their attention, it was too late to change. The 3 Muslim members that were absent released a joint statement saying it is common practice for council leadership to reschedule meetings that conflict with major holidays, and added that they felt council should have rescheduled that vote.
This morning, a new report shows Minnesota leads the Midwest when it comes to using electric cars, but we're far behind the nation's leaders. According to the American Council for an Energy Efficient Economy, Minnesota ranks 17th. California ranks first, that's followed by New York and Colorado. About a third of states, including neighboring Wisconsin and the Dakotas, aren't even ranked. The scores are based on EV incentives and charging infrastructure, among other things. Well, welcome home, Charlie. With the 21st pick of the NHL draft, the Wild took Rosemount native Charlie Stramel. Stramel just finished up his freshman season at the University of Wisconsin. The 6'3", 215-pound center was the Wild's target all along here. It's only the second time the Wild have taken a hometown kid in the first round. The team has another 5 picks coming up tonight. And another Minnesotan and future Gopher will join the Chicago Blackhawks. The Hawks selected Connor Bedard first overall and then took Mounds View native Oliver Moore with the 19th pick. The 18-year-old starts playing for the Gophers next season. Good to see some hometown kids finding success there in the NHL.
So exciting. Connor Bedard, who was drafted to the Blackhawks, not a local guy, but he is said to be like the new Wayne Gretzky, the greatest prospect of his generation. So it's going to be huge that a Minnesotan gets to play with him potentially on the Blackhawks. It's exciting for hockey fans, for sure.
Can't wait to see it all turns out for them.